welcome back to C2 Novel and Vocab Week 11. Woo! Welcome back. So let's get started. If you've already watched the videos, go ahead and skip, but if you're new, please stay and listen. So hi, my name is Miss Kimberly, and the goal of our session is to have students understand each word in our vocabulary workbook and be cognizant, which means to know, of some phrases from our novel that may be difficult for us to understand. And I'll be here to help you through it all. But what are we doing in today's video? First, we're going to go over week 11 vocabulary. Second, we'll go over extra example sentences. And 3, in our next video, you will go over difficult phrases from our novel. And 4, after both videos, you'll have to review and self-study. So, why are we doing this? First, we're going over the vocabulary for vocabulary acquisition. Basically, big words meaning we're trying to just fill in our vocabulary bank in our brain. By learning the definition, synonym, antonym, and the part of speech of a word, this can significantly improve reading comprehension and enhance your contextual usage. Second, we'll be going over extra example sentences, and this is to help with your writing variation. By looking at a variety of different example sentences with one specific vocabulary word, students can learn how to use the word in different sentence structures and make your writing more interesting. So without further ado, please, if you don't already, go ahead and get your vocabulary workbook and turn to week 11. Oh, I just skipped it. Week 11, which is on page 90, everyone. Please go get your book and turn to page 90. Page 90. Go, 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 page 90. And let's start with number 1. Our first word is assemble. Everyone say assemble. The synonym is to construct, and the antonym is to disassemble. As you can tell by my hand motions, you may already know what the word means. It is a verb, and it means to fit together all the separate parts of something, such as a machine. So to put things together, assemble it, to make it. In our TED Talks, it says, the 3D printer printed a shirt in separate pieces. She then assembled the pieces. So maybe she printed the front side of the shirt, and then the back side, and then the sleeve, and then she assembled it. She put it all together afterwards to make a shirt. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. At this innovative factory, robots and machines assemble the car pieces together. So here it's not a person making a car. The machine or the robots are putting all the different parts of a car together to make a car. So also please remember to write this example sentence down in this white box for your homework. Let's look at the sentence here. It says they had to assemble the bookshelf using the tools that came with it. So sometimes when you buy a bookshelf, it'll just come to your house, ding dong, already made. However, some other different types of bookshelves, they just give it to you in pieces, right? Big planks of wood, and then you'll have to screw things in and hit the nail and assemble it, which means to make your own bookshelf. Next one, it says, my dad helped me assemble the bike that I got for my birthday. Again, you can probably get a bike and buy a bike that's already made. But then some people who like to really, be tool savvy and make things, they can assemble their own bicycle. Very good. Everyone say assemble. Number 2, everyone say breakthrough. Breakthrough. The synonym is a development, and the part of speech is a noun. It means an important discovery or event that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem. a breakthrough. Like a ta-ting, an idea. In our TED Talks, it says 3D printing is a real breakthrough in the field. Does this mean field like outside grass? No. This field means like in this industry, in this workplace. So a breakthrough. It was a great discovery, 3D printing. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. His invention was a significant breakthrough in generating clean energy. Very good. So here we're trying to make some clean energy, and they got some great discovery, a breakthrough, and they're able to do that. Let's look down here. It says cell phones were a breakthrough that changed the way people communicated. Yes, long time ago, believe it or not, we didn't have cell phones, when I was younger at least. And then all of a sudden there was a breakthrough of cell phones and we were able to communicate, call, and text each other. Next sentence, it says, the breakthrough in space exploration allowed astronauts to travel farther than ever before. So now it's not just we were going to the moon, but now we can go even further. Wow. Breakthrough. So many good discoveries. Number 3, everyone say flexible. And move with me. Flexible. Flexible. The synonym is bendable, but the antonym is firm, meaning you cannot bend it. It's an adjective because we're describing, and the definition says able to bend or to be bent easily without breaking. So like this book, right? It's very flexible. I can fold it into like this, fold it like this, or do whatever with it. It's quite flexible. It's bendable. But my cell phone, I cannot bend it. It is firm. So let's read what the sentence says. It says, this plastic is very flexible, so you can change its shape and it will not break. It kind of reminds me of one of those bendable and flexible rulers that some people have, right? We're able to bend the ruler. And it's made out of some kind of certain plastic too. Example, let's read. It says, this toy is made from flexible material, so it is less likely to break. So yes, if in the picture, if you've ever seen a puppet, I think that's what it's called, a puppet, they're very flexible. It pops one way and then it pops the other way and you can bend it. Let's look down here. It says, the flexible straw bent without breaking when he drank his juice. So yes, if we have like a plastic straw, we can zoop and then bend it. But then a metal straw, that cannot bend. It is not flexible. That is very firm. Next one, it says the rubber band was flexible enough to stretch around the large box. Oh, I always get scared when I try to put a rubber band around the box because I'm afraid it's going to break and snap in my hand. But anywho, a rubber band is flexible because we can have a small rubber band and make it into a bigger shape. Good. Number 4, everyone say empower. Empower. The synonym is enable, and the part of speech is a verb. And it says to encourage and support the ability to do something. So it's basically saying you're encouraging someone. You're saying, yes, you can do it. Go. In our TED Talks, it says, in the past, only professionals designed new styles. But this software has empowered ordinary people to design their own clothes. So now because of this 3D printer, now they can print their own clothing. It's not just professional designers from the past. Anyone can do it. You're empowered. Woohoo! Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The movement empowers women and encourages them to have more confidence. So here, maybe there's some kind of protest going on or some kind of movement is saying that empowers women. It's making them feel more encouraged and supported to have more confidence. Let's look here. It says the speaker's words empowered the audience to make positive changes in their lives. So maybe in this speaker was saying, stop being lazy, stop eating junk food, don't you care about your future? And it empowered them and made them want to stop. Next, it says the teacher's encouragement empowered the students to believe in themselves. So maybe you're like, oh, I really hate writing 5-paragraph essays. I hope none of you actually hate it though. But then the teacher can be like, oh, you can do it. I'm encouraging you. Come on, you can do it. Just believe in yourself. And they empower you to do better. And then you can be like, oh, I can write 5-paragraph essays anytime I want. I'm a great writer. Next one, everyone say gurgle. Gurgle. These are our novel words now. Gurgle. The synonym is bubble. It's a verb and it means to make a sound like water flowing quickly through a narrow space. So, in the book it says all he could do now was to make gurgling noises in his throat. I can't make it. Next, it says, let's read together. Oops, I almost forgot. 1, 2, 3. So the soothing sound of the water gurgling through the stream relaxed us. So maybe you hear this gurgle, gurgle sound in the water and it makes you feel relaxed. I don't know if it would make me feel relaxed, but let's look here. It says the water began to gurgle as it flowed down the drain. Yes. So when my sink, I have a lot of water in the sink and then it starts to go down. It goes gurgle, 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 and it goes down, right? That's the gurgle sound. It's gurgling. Next, it says the baby let out a happy gurgle when it saw its mother. So babies when they drink milk or maybe they just have spit in their mouths, they gurgle. Next one, everyone say faucet. Faucet. The synonym is a spout, and it is a noun. It's a device that controls the flow of liquid from a pipe. Basically, we call our sink faucet, right? Where the water comes out. In the book, it says, on with the faucets! The clouds seemed to split and burst open like a paper bag, and then out came the water. On with the faucets, meaning turn on the water so that the water goes down the faucet. Here in this picture, as you can see. Let's read the example. 1, 2, 3. I turned on the faucet and washed my peaches before eating them. Yes. So, as you can see in the picture, this person is washing their peaches with the water from the faucet. Done. Let's go to the next one. It says the plumber fixed the broken faucet in just a few minutes. Yes. This is a side story. But one time, my apartment, they turned off the water because they were fixing something. And then when I turned after, they said there was an announcement saying, you can turn on your faucets. It's all okay. Construction is over. And then I turned on the faucet in the bathroom, and then brown water came out. I was like, are you sure this is fixed? But then a few seconds later, clean water started coming out again. That's my story. Next sentence, it says, they installed a sensor faucet that turns on automatically when you place your hands under it. I've seen these a lot at department stores. You just put your hand under and then the water starts to come out. You don't have to turn the faucet on. Next one, everyone say cyclone and move your body in a circle. Cyclone. The synonym is, dizzy. The synonym is typhoon, and the part of speech is a noun. It means a violent tropical storm. As you can see in the picture, that's where you see an aerial view from up top in the sky, looking down on Earth. That's like a little cyclone. In the book, it says, they saw the places where cyclones and tornadoes were manufactured. This is where they're talking about the cloudmen, right? So cyclone. Example. Let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The news issued a warning about a cyclone, so people could prepare in advance. Yikes. So that means a cyclone is coming and people need to, either go to a safer area or maybe they just need to lock their windows, close their windows maybe. Let's look down here. It says, after the cyclone, the community came together to rebuild their homes because there's probably lots of damage from the harsh winds and rain. Next, it says, the cyclone lasted for hours, causing severe flooding in the area. Yikes. That would be very dangerous. Let's go to the next one. I don't like sad words. Next one is billowy. Everyone say billowy. And the synonym is fluffy. It's an adjective and it means appearing large and soft or filled with air. In the book it says, deep in the hollow of a large billowy cloud, they spotted something that could only have been a cloudman's city. So it's not just like a wispy cloud, right? Just a billowy cloud means boom, 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 boom. A big one. Okay, filled with air. Let's read the example. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Her dress was made of billowy fabric that flowed with every step she took. So as you can see here, it's very fluffy and flowy because with the wind it goes. Let's look at the bottom. It says the billowy sails on the boat caught the wind and pushed it forward. Can I draw a billowy? I don't have paper. A billowy sail. So a sail like a triangle, a sail on a boat. It catches the wind and then it makes the boat fly in that area. Next it says his jacket was too big and looked billowy in the strong wind. This happened to my friend before. Not a boy, but a girl. She wore a big jacket, right? And then the wind was blowing, and then all the wind got caught in her jacket, and it went like poof. It made her look really big. Billowy. Number 9, everyone say stupor. Stupor. It's a synonym is daze, and it is a noun. It means a state in your mind, a state of mind, in which a person is unable to think, hear, or act clearly. So you're kind of like, ooh, in a stupor. In the book it says they stopped running and stood there, staring in sort of a stupor. So they're like, stupor. Example, 1, 2, 3. They were in a stupor after hearing the shocking news. Again, they're in a stupor, unable to think clearly. Here, it says he was in a stupor after staying up all night and could barely stay awake. That is not healthy. One piece of advice, never stay up late. Always sleep when you're supposed to sleep, or else you'll end up in a stupor and you won't be able to think clearly, hear clearly, or even act clearly. Next one, it says the hot sun put the hikers in a stupor, making them feel exhausted. So again, if you're hiking and it's super hot and you're wearing long sleeve, long pants and a sweater and I don't know, not wearing a hat and not drinking water, you may be in a stupor because you're unable to, act clearly because of the heat. Number 10. Number 10, the word is gape. We're on the next page too, that's why. 92, gape. Everyone say gape. The synonym is to gawk. It's a verb and it means to look in great surprise at someone or something, especially with an open mouth. So you're like, gape, like the girl in the picture above. In the book it says they came pouring out of the shelters and the subways to gape at the marvel. So change this hour in your book and change it to out, please. They came pouring out of the shelters and the subways to gape at the marvel. So they're like, wow. In the example, 1, 2, 3. The girl could only gape in amazement when her friend got a new puppy. Lucky. I would gape to be, oh, so cute. And open your mouth. Gape. Let's look down here. They all gaped at the magician's amazing trick, their mouths open or wide open in surprise. So say that the magician took a bunny out of a hat, and then they're like, whoa, where did that bunny come from? And everyone's like gaping. Next, it says the children gaped at the dinosaur skeleton in the museum. I know I did. When I first saw a dinosaur skeleton, I was like, oh, that is huge. Wow. And yes. Number 11, everyone say grimly. Grimly. The synonym is seriously, but the antonym is cheerfully. It's an adverb and it means in a way that looks or sounds very serious. Grimly. In the book it says, but we've got to do something, the head of the fire department announced grimly. Meaning he's very serious. We need to do something about this big gold peach. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. The doctor spoke grimly as she delivered the bad news to the patient. That's so sad. Maybe they're like, oh no, it's a big disease. But you wouldn't say that laughing, right? You would say it grimly in a serious way. Looking down here, it says he looked grimly at the broken toy, knowing it couldn't be fixed. And you're like, oh, my toy is broken. And you look at it grimly, seriously, and sad, kind of. Next one. Ooh, it says, the teacher grimly warned the class about the consequences of cheating. So they're like, if you cheat, you'll get a 0 on the test. Or if you cheat, you'll have to take the test over again. I don't know. But it said grimly in a serious tone of voice. Number 12, everyone say summon. Summon. The synonym is to beckon, and the antonym is to dismiss. It's a verb and it means to order someone to come to a particular place. So come here. I summon you. In the book it says the Queen of Spain again and again has summoned him by phone. Meaning, come here. Let's read the example together. The king summoned the man to his throne to officially declare him a knight. So the king says, come here, young man. And then he summoned him. He says, you are now a knight. You are now of more royalty than you were before. Let's look over here. It says, the teacher summoned the student to her desk to discuss the homework. So maybe the student didn't understand, or maybe the student needed extra help. So the teacher said, come here, I'll come explain you the homework. And then they talked to each other one-on-one to summon. Oh, this next sentence was kind of similar to the one that I said before, but different. It says, the magician summoned the rabbit out of the hat, surprising everyone. So before the sentence was gape, with how everyone gaped, but now summoned. So he told the rabbit to come out of the hat, to summon. Number 13, everyone say chaperone. Chaperone. It's with a s sound, not with a ch sound. Chaperone. The synonym is an overseer. It's a noun and it means a person who accompanies, meaning goes with, and looks after another person or a group of people. So it's a person that just follows you to go somewhere, usually an adult. In the book it says to babysit and sing and knit and be a chaperone. So a person to watch over someone else. Example, it says my mom, let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. My mom volunteered to be a chaperone for my school field trip to the forest. That would be great. My mom was also once a chaperone to one of my field trips. I forget where we were. I think we went to the zoo or something. She came as a chaperone, meaning adults coming to watch all the children to make sure that everyone is safe, because one teacher cannot watch all the children at the zoo. Next here, it says the chaperone made everyone, or rewind, let's do it again. It says the chaperone made sure everyone followed the rules during the trip. Yes. For example, if it's time to go and leave the zoo, you have to make sure that everyone leaves the zoo. The chaperone goes and checks everything. Next, it says it wasn't difficult to get volunteer chaperones for the field trip. So maybe a lot of parents were like, oh, I want to go spend time with my child as well. Chaperone. Number 14, our last word for the novel. Everyone say flabbergasted. It's kind of a silly word, isn't it? Flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. The synonym is bewildered, and the antonym is unaffected. It's an adjective and it means feeling shocked, usually because of something one was not expecting. So you're like, oh. So flabbergasted is another synonym for just shocked. In our book, it says James was excitedly telling his story to a group of flabbergasted officials. They're like, oh, what? Really? Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. We were flabbergasted when we realized that all the files had been deleted. So maybe in the picture above, as you can see these 3 men, workers, businessmen. They're looking at the computer and they're like, oh, everything's deleted. That happened to me once when I was writing an essay. And then I deleted and I couldn't find it. And I was very sad. Next here. It says she was flabbergasted when she won the art contest out of hundreds of entries. So maybe there was like 500 people who did this art contest and she came out on first place. So she was very shocked in a good way. Next, it says, I felt flabbergasted when I found out we were going to Disneyland. So you're like, what? We're going to Disneyland? Whoa, cool. Flabbergasted. Shocked. Let's move on to our textbook words. Number 15, the word is beckon. Beckon. The synonym is signal, and it is a verb. It means to move a person's hand or head in a way that tells someone to come nearer. So it's a bit similar to summon, but summon's like you tell them to come, but beckon is a bit different. You're like, You're like using your head or your hand to beckon. Basically telling someone to come closer. Like, come closer, beckon. In the book, it says she beckoned her young daughter over to a tall tree with a wide, smooth trunk and a crown of green oval leaves, meaning come over to this tree. Example, it says 1, 2, 3. With a gentle wave of her hand, the queen beckons her guard to approach her. She's like, come here, guard, come here. Next, over here, it says the lifeguard beckoned us to come out of the water when it started raining. So say that you're out swimming at home on the beach, and then all of a sudden the lifeguard was like, come in, it's raining, come in. So they're beckoning you to come in. Next, it says she beckoned her dog to come closer with a quick wave of her hand. She's like, come on, Fro, come here, come on, Fro. To beckon. Next one, 16, everyone say millet. Millet. It is a noun and it's a plant that is similar to grass or the small seeds from this plant that can be eaten. So it's either these little seeds in here in this picture, or it's a plant that's similar to grass. Usually that plant makes these seeds, right? In the book, it says, in the rainy season, she planted sweet potatoes, millet, and beans. So you guys know what beans are and sweet potatoes are, so they chose millet, just in case if you didn't know what this word was. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. You can add millet to soups and salads to include more fiber in your diet. So another good thing for you. Let's go here. It says farmers in some countries grow millet because it can survive in dry conditions. I didn't know that until I was looking for a sentence to write here, and I had to research about some millet, and I found that out. Next sentence. It says, the birds in the backyard love to eat millet seeds from the feeder. So if you have like a bird feeder in your backyard, everyone lives in an apartment here. But if you did, it could be filled with some millet seeds. Number 17. 15. The word is swirl. Swirl. The synonym is whirl, and it rhymes. It's a verb, and it means to move around quickly in a circle. In the book, it says, Wangari listened as still as a tree, but her mind swirled with curiosity, like the currents in the stream. So here, they wanted to put some juxtaposition here. She listened as still, but her mind swirled. Next example, 1, 2, 3. The painter swirled the white and orange paint around to create a new color. Maybe it's like a light orange or peach. Here, it says the tornado made the leaves and debris swirl through the air. What other word can we connect with swirl this week? Bingo! Cyclone and swirl. A cyclone swirls. Next one. It says the chocolate sauce swirled on top of the ice cream in a pretty pattern. Yum. I want ice cream now with some swirls. Number 18. Everyone say arrange. Arrange. The synonym is to organize, and the part of speech is a verb. It means to plan or make preparations for something or for something to happen. So you're making a plan to do something or to make something happen. In the book, it says, after some time to arrange for fees and supplies, Wangari's mother came to her. So, planning. Let's look at the example. 1, 2, 3. The assistant arranged the appointments and scheduled them ahead of time. So she made the appointments. She planned them ahead of time, before. Let's look here. It says they arranged to meet at the park after school to play soccer. So they're like, hey, Kimberly, let's go to the park. Okay, what time do you want to go? Let's go after school. Okay, to do what? Play soccer. You're arranging your plan. You're making your plan. Next one, it says her friends arranged a special surprise for her birthday. So maybe you went to the restaurant and all of a sudden these people started coming and singing, and that was the whole surprise that they had arranged. It's a plan or for preparations. Number 19. Next page. Everyone, page 94. Everyone say accessory. Accessory. It is a noun and means something added to a clothing or machine that has a decorative or useful purpose. Accessory. My earrings. They are accessories. They're just for decoration. Example. 1, 2, 3. She loves wearing accessories because they add an attractive touch to her outfit. So maybe she has like a bow. Some people wear bows in their hair. Very cute accessory. Down here it says she wore a matching hat and scarf as a stylish accessory to her coat. So it's all matchy, and it's very pretty. Next it says the sunglasses were a fun accessory that matched her beach outfit. Sunglasses. Oh, if some of you know me and you've seen me around at M.I, then you would know that I also have an accessory on my shoes, on my Crocs that I wear. Do you guys know what it is? Did you ever look at my feet? Probably not. But I have a bow accessory on my Crocs. That's my TMI for today. And number 20, the word is desirable. Everyone say desirable. The synonym is appealing and the antonym is undesirable. It's an adjective and it means having pleasing qualities or properties. And we're like, wow, that's good. Wow, good, nice. Having pleasing qualities. Example, let's read together. 1, 2, 3. This cell phone has many desirable qualities, so many people want it. So maybe a quality that is desirable would be that it has really good, I don't know, camera functions, or it has cool sounds. I don't know much about phones. So let's go to the next one. It says the house had a desirable location near the park and schools. Good. So a house Near a park would be good so that kids can go out and play. And then it's good to be near the school because you can go back and forth. Next and last example sentence. It says, the sunny weather made it a desirable day for a picnic at the beach. So maybe it's a little bit of sunshine, a little bit of wind, and it's nice and beautiful in the sky with some clouds. That would be a very desirable weather to have to go out for a picnic. Not too hot, not too cold, and it's nice. Desirable. Woo! We're done. Very good. Let's go to the next one. And I know you're waiting for this. And it's the same mission. Write 3 sentences using 3 different vocabulary words from this week. Underline the vocabulary word, write your name, class, and week number so I don't get confused because we've been using the same mission for vocabulary for a while. And please do the missions. I want to give out dollars. So now, it's time for review and self-study. This is for contextual mastery. Review all of your words again. Read it out loud. And complete your vocabulary homework pages on 95 and 96. Okay? Thank you for joining me in today's vocabulary video. And I'll see you in the next novel video.